Surveying the landscape outside the arena, it's another beautiful sunny day in Los Angeles. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi everyone, this is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Grant Hill and Chris Webber, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce. Hey Allie.
BA, we've seen smaller market teams unhappy with how the buyout system has played out as of late. Agents using their leverage to get their clients to a more glamorous situation. Is it truly shifting the balance of power? That's subject to debate, guys, but these concerns aren't going away anytime soon.
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Chicago, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Seeing where Houston is, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Kenyon Martin is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Green, then there's Johnson, and it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, Norman Powell out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Juan Hernan Gomez. Then there's Paul George. Well, we've got some hot starts and some ugly starts early in the season. Grant, how long should teams wait before worrying about their record?
Well, it's simple, BA. If you have a bad record, you should always be worried. But most GMs don't think about making changes until about the halfway mark.
So the Clippers win the tip. And he's missed his first 2
So welcome back. This is week 3. We just had a very close game against the Clippers last week. That was the last game. Didn't really get that much help out of everybody on the team. I really had to go crazy. Paul George,
player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there.
Pass to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock.
So we back at it.
He's against Martin. 3-pointer Rozier. It doesn't go for him. And Houston will come the other way. Here's Johnson. Oh!
Hey, got a little pump on him. Let's go. Pump it up.
What amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on his shot.
Yeah, I'm just going with what the computer gives me with the lineup. And they said that Kenyon Martin Jr. was supposed to be starting this game. So I got him starting. We're looking pretty good right now as far as the team. Got the rebound on him, you know.
To the right side. Tipped away. And here they come. Back to Johnson. Pass to Şengün.
Thought he was going to the rack.
Against Rozier. 6 to shoot. Back to Martin. Outside Johnson. Over Rozier. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right eye. Outside Johnson.
It's looking good right now. It's not looking as close as the last time we played them. What a beautiful pass, man.
3-pointer goes. And the Rockets lead by 14. And guys, let's get
this is definitely not as close as last time. We're looking like a more complete team this time. Last time it was more of just a one-man show versus Terry Rozier and Paul George. But we're looking a lot more solid this time. I fuck with it.
That's why they continue to get attacked. He didn't have his feet planted.
Oh wow.
Both teams will make substitutions. And the first half now in the books. The Houston Rockets, they lead by 14. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they need to change their strategy. We can see that. Jacking up three-pointers left and right, many of them contested or from deep range, just isn't the way to play basketball, fellas.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be.
Yeah, back in LA, getting it in.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Cementing our lead right now. We got 4 games this week. I get subbed out. The bench does their thing. Yeah, like we're playing like a full, like real team this time. So it's good on us.
Here's Şengün. Pass to Johnson.
But we got a long way to go this week. You know, this is just game number 1. I'm just glad that we're able to get things done the right way this time. Because we're going to have to figure that out against some of these better
on the
teams.
wing, Green.
We are just going to.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. That one falls.
I don't think you can stop Rozier just by getting physical. He's too single-minded a scorer to let that stop him.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And he just dropped.
Yeah, I did everything in the world this game. They had 20 shot attempts. Terry had 14. Boston Jr. Brandon Boston Jr. had 13, but he just wasn't making that much. Didn't even get 20 shot attempts this game, but had 31 and 12. And then Jalen Green, man, he's 5 for 19.
In the West early in the season. You look at the Rockets. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors sitting there 4 spots below.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to fight their way back to the mountaintop. Draymond Green says we were the hunted for 5 years, and now we're hunting again. That's always a fun position to be in, going after everybody else. I love hunting. That's fun. Guys, back to you.
And I love, David, how he is always hungry for wins and competition. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Jae'Sean Tate. Johnson is out there with Green. And it's Şengün in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Golden State, and the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Kuminga out there with Turner. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense.
So Curry been stepping up a little more as far as this season goes. You know, he's averaging 26. Klay Thompson isn't as effective this season as he was in the past seasons. Obviously, just out of just not being effective, you know. Like that injury kind of held him back. So now it's really the Steph Curry show. And you can tell kind of from his stats that it's just become about the splash brother.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Another 3 for Golden State.
So when you see him on the court, that's really the only chance the Warriors have. But then again, it feels like the same could be said about us, and when I'm on the court. So there's sort of a lot of similarities when it comes between the Warriors and us. It's just they actually have more talent on their team and a little bit more size as far as Miles Turner, James Wiseman. You know, those people aren't necessarily killing us in the paint, but their presence puts us at a disadvantage. Just automatically.
Just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head.
Both teams deciding to change.
What also puts us at a disadvantage is that the Jalen Green just can't get it right now.
Here he goes, and the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got 7 points in the game.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Just trying to create something. There we go.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Houston now.
Right now, TJ McConnell and Jordan Poole are in, so you really have to take advantage of that.
No good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers,
you know, when Steph is on the bench,
not a high value shot.
Just
even with
they don't have the necessary defense, really. So, yeah, when it comes to the bench play,
now here's Poole.
Gotta go crazy.
Covered closely. Houston's gotten 1 of 6 3-point
boom! That's what I'm talking about. Gotta go crazy, fam.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
You know, I'm wearing a Cobra 1 Icarus in Sunshine State. Y'all didn't get the reference.
Fans loving that right there.
Nice.
29.
We present our New Balance Player of the Game, the Cobra.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach gave to his team.
Scored all which ways. We ended up winning. Steph Curry had 34. Klay Thompson had the second most attempts. Jonathan Kuminga. Kevin Porter Jr. had 8 for 10, 3 for 3, 19 points for us, even though I had 29 attempts. He's been playing way better than Jalen Green. Grant Williams is out 2 to 4 weeks after the game ended. Boston Celtics. That's kind of tough. DOSUNMU had 30 right after that trade that happened last week. He's really gotten to his own.
Well, it's almost time for action here at OKC. And as the Thunder arrived earlier, they appeared to be in no mood to show any mercy tonight. A colorful depiction of Skydance Bridge in the Big Friendly. We're here at OKC. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
Well, this one's about to get going, but first, let's check in with Ali LaForce.
BA technology is moving faster than ever. The new thing? Collectible highlights trading online. The players are taking notice. Shooting guard CJ McCollum said, quote, "A lot of players are inquiring about it. I've grown closer to the non-fungible tokens, trying to figure out what moments I should buy." Guys, he's a believer.
Boy, he is a big thinker, no doubt about that. Good reporting there, Ali. A lot of teams don't like to tip their hand too early in the season. Coaches like to keep a few tricks up their sleeve for later on, Clark.
As very well they should be. I mean, it's a really long season, and you're learning your team, so you figure out different things that you like to add later on in the season. And you really don't want to reveal anything that might give you an edge if you hold on to it until later down the road.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Taylon Horton-Tucker is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Şengün in at center. Double digits.
Yeah, I think we really hit the jackpot this game, even though we're down by 8 points, haven't scored yet. About to be 6 minutes in the first quarter. At the same time, we have a game against the Thunder, and they're playing really good this season. A real cohesive team. It's just Shai Gilgeous is out, at least for our game. So we have to take advantage of that. Like Theo Meladon, he's good and all. They have Trey Mann coming off the bench, but yeah, no. Shai Gilgeous is the engine that runs this team, and without him, you can depend on Josh Giddey, yeah. But is it really enough? I don't think so. Not against us. Kevin Porter Jr., the computer said he's on fire in the game plan. Jalen Green is not. The first week we were playing, I thought it was going to be me and Jalen Green against the world. I really did. But he's been struggling so much. It's so hard for him currently to make a shot. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But Kevin Porter missed 2 shots last game. Hit 3 threes. So he gets the 30-minute bump. And this isn't even my opinion. This is the computer's opinion. He gets the 30-minute bump. The start over Jalen. And we're going to see how cohesive this team is with Kevin Porter at the shooting guard. Şengün helping me out. All it took was a little move, you know what I'm saying? A little and then a little You know what I'm saying? Wearing the Cobra 1 Earths. Going against the Thunder.
The kick out to Johnson.
Yeah. Alright.
Another shot.
Still getting used to these moves, but wow, what a pass. Still have some moves that I can like get back to. Look at that. Bro, Kevin Porter Jr. Shout out to him, man.
And 3 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive.
Jack, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
It was a great display of team ball. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit sharing the ball. Not only does that make it harder to guard, it makes the game more enjoyable to watch.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
Alright, so it's kind of a close game still, 55 to 51. The Thunder are kind of holding their own. At the same time, we got Kevin Porter Jr. doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. That's really all we need on the Rockets, as long as I'm passing. But Theo Maledon, he's really, you know, stepping up. He also has a fire next to his name in the game plan, so I can see how he's starting now that Shai Gilgeous is injured.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Get that shit out of here, man.
He responded coming onto the floor well within his range.
Fourth quarter, put the fours up. They're up by 2.
Outside for Porter.
Kevin Porter Jr. Come on, man. Looks like he's starting next game,
he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, "It's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays, too."
I really like that step back move I do. The one I did when I hit the 3. Very interesting. Let's go, man. THT. Beautiful, I love it.
Those and one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
This isn't necessarily a high-scoring game. What a block. Oh my gosh. Alright, so yeah, I try to be a little flashy. But I made up for it. You feel me?
On the wing, Porter. The kick out to Johnson.
Oh man. There it is. There it is. Bang! Is it the dagger, ladies and gentlemen? Is it the dagger? It is standing room only out there in Oklahoma City.
There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter.
Did a little switch on Christian Wood. Didn't work though. Did not work though. So we just gotta cement this thing by scoring one more time. Put the dagger in him. Kevin Porter Jr. Yo, I could really depend on him, man. This is really happening. Ooh. Yeah, there it is. That was the dagger, man. Kevin Porter Jr.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
So we got a lot going on this week, but, you know, the Thunder, very balanced. Nobody really stood out, though. 18 shots, 26, 12, and 9. Almost 1 assist away from a triple dub. Kevin Porter had 14. Taylor Hucker had 14 shot attempts also. Ben Mathurin is out with right knee tendonitis, 2 to 4 weeks. That's not too great. Yusuf Nurkic has a broken left hand, 4 to 6 weeks. And he broke his left hand in the Blazers' first win. So that gives Damian Lillard an out, since he's not finna play without Nurkic for a whole nother half a season and be losing. So Kemba Walker and Porzingis are the targets to the trade. Now it's Lillard, DOSUNMU, Kuzma, Jalen Smith, and Portis as a lineup. And the Wizards are 3-7, but it's early enough that they can fix it and turn that around with a good rookie, a good star, and some good role players coming off the bench. and also just starting. KEMBA Walker and Porzingis. Porzingis got moved to the 5. Got Patrick Baldwin Jr. at the 4. TJ Warren. I mean, that's really interchangeable between the 3 and the 4 with this one. And Josh Hart at the 2. Obviously, they're 1-7, but maybe they could turn it around. They're just trading early enough to where maybe things could be turned around. Torn left MCL. 1 to 2 months for Chuma, Kiki. Chris Paul, Cameron Payne, and Dario Saric are all out. Chris Paul just got injured this season. So did Cameron Payne, but Dario Saric is from last year. They're really hurt, but they're 7-1 and just won 3 games in a row.
Phoenix, such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report. Thanks. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Suns. Off to a great start this season, currently in 2nd. Of course, there's the Rockets, a half game back.
And right now for Phoenix, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Johnson is out there with Porter. Then there's Jayshawn Tate, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. And for Phoenix, Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. Booker and Bridges are the wings, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. So Phoenix will get the first possession.
It's a little hard to believe that we're even 7-2 right now. I didn't think things would come together this quickly. As far as the free agency, things played out the same and differently from reality. As far as DeAndre Ayton, first of all, we have to double team him every time he touches the ball just because he has enough size to just keep doing what he's doing every single time. And we're going to have to figure out how to stop it, so we're just going to do that early. But when it comes to DeAndre, the same thing happened in the free agency. Oh my God.
It drops for his 3rd basket.
Yeah, but he signed with, he was about to sign with another team, a 4-year, $130 million deal. And basically the Suns matched it, and now he signed to the Suns for 4 years, $130 million. And that's basically what just happened in real life. So as far as that free agency, that was pretty real. But one thing that the Suns did in this league right here is give themselves a fail-safe, which would be Anthony Simons, because Chris Paul gets injured so easily and so often. He's getting older, he's going to need rest, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, the Suns are so good that they can kind of get over the top with him when he's on the court. So they got their fail-safe in Anthony Simons, and that pretty much worked out for them, because now Devin Booker's going crazy. Anthony's plugging in pretty well, and the team's still running like a machine. They just came from real life. They just came from the finals, but you know, I mean, yeah, in the game they came from the finals 2 years ago too. So yeah. Let's go.
Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, what was your impression?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and the opponent is taking advantage.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And this is his second
21-7-2. I'm really doing my thing.
And then for Phoenix, JaVale McGee's checked in for
getting subbed back in. 75-71.
And so here's Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They get it again.
I mean, we're actually up. This is kind of crazy. I'm pretty proud that we can keep going as a team like this. This is crazy. I mean, against the Suns, like, this is proving that we're somewhat a legitimate team. I mean, yeah, Chris Paul is out, but they're still one of the best teams without Chris Paul. So, you know, I mean, maybe once Dario comes back, they'll have another person to plug in the rotation and all that, but I mean, they look strong enough to me already, and the fact that we're up at the end of the third quarter says a lot. I mean, thank God we're starting Kevin Porter, though, you know.
No good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot. He knows it's winning time.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the league right now as far as injuries. A major trade just happened. It feels kind of good not to have to be a part of everything that's going on. Just out of being more solid.
Here's Johnson. Sweet little floater. Johnson's got 11.
You know, we don't have the same plight as the Wizards. Shit like that. Got him. Let's go. Thought my shit was going to get swatted. I'm not even going to lie. JaVale McGee was looking to... And even having JaVale McGee as a backup to DeAndre Ayton. They're such a stacked team. And here we are, just mano-y-mano, you know?
Rockets leading by 3. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Just trying something out, you know.
Johnson's got 36.
Looked like it went pretty well, if you ask me. Little skirt, skirt. Woo. I bet you never seen that before. Hit him with a layup, keep pushing.
4 of 5 from the field in the fourth
No, we
quarter.
still up.
Johnson
We're actually up. This is nuts, man.
Back to Johnson. Here's Horton Tucker. He's guarded by Johnson.
For 3,
Johnson
bitch.
gets the bucket. Johnson's got 39.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Booker outside. And they come right back with their own.
All right.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, the Cobra.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jayshawn Tate comes in for Baisley, and Kevin Porter's subbed in for Green.
Only up by 3.
Count it, good.
There we go.
Johnson's got 43 points.
Make it 5.
This lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
This is a tough game. This was a tough game the whole time. Like, Devin Booker was doing his thing for sure. DeAndre Ayton is hard to stop in the paint when you have a roster like ours. Then just the role players did their thing too.
Here's Horton Tucker, and the call objected by Booker.
Man, it's getting too close for comfort, man.
Here's Simons. He kicks to Ayton. Booker outside to tie it up.
Oh boy.
Wow, came this close to a 4.
Wow.
To the line for 3 free throws.
Who would have thunk it?
This is not a young man you want to send to the line. Booker's already a lights-out foul shooter.
The second one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
Who would have thought he would be not clutch and actually miss?
And he nails the third.
Like what? Devin Booker missing a free throw?
46 seconds.
Is what it is, though. Let's go.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Kevin Porter. Kevin fucking Porter.
Can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Don't ask me about Kevin Porter, man. I'm going to just tell you starter. Dog. He's got the dog in him. Oh, man, but Devin Booker. All right, I can kind of see how he was picked for the 2K23. He's definitely keeping his team in the game right now. This is real.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tate finds Johnson down to 5 on the shot clock.
Here we go.
Showing the quickness right there.
At least be up by 3.
And the Suns call time.
Type shit the Suns got going on, man.
From deep, Johnson.
No, sir. Oh, wow. Wow. So should I destroy them or not? Kevin Porter. I really couldn't get off like a good, you know. Either way, they beat us in overtime. Anthony Simons had 30, Devin Booker had 30, DeAndre Ayton had 20 and 20. It was looking nuts. We just couldn't beat them in overtime. I have 47, 15, and 6. 1 turnover after all of that, by the way. Jalen Green had more shot attempts than Kevin Porter, but he only made 3 of them. Jaden Ivey's out with a torn right MCL 2 to 4 months. That sucks. The Kings, sorry for them. Jeremy Lamb coming off the bench for the Bucks. He was a pretty good acquisition. Broken left wrist for 4 to 6 weeks. He's going to be out. Yeah, man. Tune in next week, week 4.